got some new trainees out here. I'm really excited to join you all to launch this program, which is a real great example of collaboration with our city's most innovative organizations. We have the Department of Public Works, the Mayor's Office of Employment Development, and Civic Works. And we have, I guess, trash collection over there, solid waste.
Rudy wants to make sure you guys know his work.
Absolutely. So Rudy Chow is here from the Department of Public Works. I think Director Eli Allen is also here, as well as Jason Perkins Cohen, who does our Mayor's Office of Employment Development. And I just have to say, for Jason, just this summer alone, 8,500, 8,600 young people went to work this summer because of his efforts and working with the city. We're so proud. We also have the Assistant Secretary, Jim Rezowski, is here. Did I do that right, Jim? Thank you. Thank you. The Civic Works Center for Green Career Programs is Baltimore's first targeted stormwater management technical training. Innovative new training programs focus on sustainability, preparing unemployed residents for careers in stormwater management industry. And let me just say, the city is under the state. This kind of work is going to go on for a long, long time to come, because we got a lot of work to do as it relates to stormwater management. So when you talk about preparing folks for careers, this is one of those areas. Baltimore we're making significant investment in green infrastructure across our city, reducing the amount of polluted runoffs that flow into the Chesapeake Bay. You all see those fees. The training program will help us ensure that our residents have access to the jobs created from this investment. The training is really a part of your stormwater fee dollars at work. And you all see those fees on your water bills, don't we? Collected by DPW and distributed by the Chesapeake Bay Trust to grant recipients like Civic Works. This is a multi-agency approach. The Department of Public Works directing design and construction of the stormwater management projects, financially supporting the training. They help align curriculum with the needs of the industry. The Mayor's Office of Employment Development supports and coordinates Baltimore's workforce system and assures the proper training for the jobs we need now and in the future. And so, as I said, this is not just about a job today. This is a job for years and years and years to come. Follows innovative programs, including youth mentoring programs, preparing young men and women for jobs in the Department of Public Works and water industry, the National Green Infrastructure Certification Program. Baltimore is an important member of this particular organization, and so we're really proud to really support Civic Works, because I can tell you we're under a federal mandate to fix our water system. We're under a federal mandate to make sure that we get this right. So we know that this is 10, 20, 30 years in the making. Again, as I said earlier, this is not a job just for today. So as they go through the training, we expect these people to really be able to earn great incomes to support families, because again, this is about learning how to do this work. And hopefully what will happen is that some of these folks will spin off and create their own businesses as they move down the road, because this is a real great opportunity. I can't tell you, millions and millions and millions of dollars in contracts. So you all need to think through that as well. So learn everything that you can, but more importantly, we're grateful for the collaboration and this opportunity to lift up more individuals in our community so that they can have careers that can support their families. Thank you. So now I'll have Mr. Chow come to the mic.
Well, the improvements that we are making will certainly help, like as the mayor indicated, to meet all of our stormwater remediation goals as well as our MS4 permits. Now, this recently constructed bioretention facility is one of the dozens that will be built around the city. These facilities are designed to trap silt and other pollutants from water runoffs from streets, alleys, and paved lots, instead of allowing them to enter the waterways. Communities will get additional green space. Now, with proper care, these facilities will last and serve the communities for years to come. Now, the need to build and maintain these projects will create many wins for all those involved. First of all, building a green infrastructure is fairly straightforward and simple from my perspective, but maintaining it And to ensure it has sustainability, that's a much harder task. And that's what we are here today and talk about this green infrastructure certification. Certainly, with these facilities, a win for the communities as they get, as I indicated, more green spaces. Now, companies now be able to hire and recruit folks with certification and qualifications and experiences, and certainly for the folks who are working in this field, good paying jobs. Now, win certainly for the city as we build more diverse and inclusive economy by putting people to work, as the mayor has indicated repeatedly to our cabinet members, right? Although we talk about green infrastructure here, everything we do about creating jobs is about crime, violence reduction, and its overall strategy in the city. Now, I'm pleased to join other city agencies and private partners such as Civic Works to provide training. A couple of examples. Craig Griffin, a DPW employee who recently earned national certifications in construction, inspection, and maintenance of green infrastructure. Now, DPW is one of those founding organizations across the country to form the National Green Infrastructure Certification Program in the mindset to create some sort of standard of policies, procedures, as well as traits and skills for folks who are working in the field to ensure there is consistency and sustainability. And Harry Kuttner is another Baltimore resident who earned his certification. Mr. Kuttner earned his green infrastructure skills in a program run by Civic Works. Now, we'll hear more about the programs in a moment. There are now 8, I will want to repeat, 8 Baltimore residents that have these new certifications. Now, with this, I'd like to invite Director Jason Perkins Cohen to come up from MOED to say a few words with all of you. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Every morning in which we're celebrating a program like this and we're congratulating 8 or 9 young men on their achievements as they transition from training into work is a good day. I want to thank Eli and Civic Works for establishing this terrific program. And a couple of points. One is, one of the things that's exciting about it is the collaboration that's involved. It's a collaboration with the state, who we'll hear from in a minute. It's a collaboration with our mayor and 2 key city agencies. And of course, Civic Works is an outstanding nonprofit and the community at large to make this program work. And while we're celebrating your accomplishments today, we know, as the mayor highlighted, we're just scratching the surface of what we can do in Baltimore, that we can expand programs like this, and we can create more of them to create more opportunities for Baltimore residents to work in their community for a public benefit. The other thing that's worth noting about this program that I love is its use of on-the-job training. And that's where our young men are focused right now. On-the-job training is, as it sounds, it means they're on the job in training, but they're getting paid. They're not just working away with no reward. There is a paycheck attached to it, and the learn and earn model is, again, exactly what we should be doing in Baltimore and expanding, because our people, everyone, needs to make money and they need to advance. And so I'm thrilled to be a part of this program as a collaborator with Civic Works to use and expand OJT, or on-the-job training. And we're also thrilled to work with Civic Works through our One Baltimore for Jobs program. We've been working with them for about 2 years. They've exceeded every standard that we set for them, and that collaborative process is very much in force today. So I want to introduce one of our critical partners, James Ripkowski. I like introducing Jim because his name is more complicated than mine, and his title is more complicated as well. But thank you, Jim, for all you do, and great to hear some words.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Jason, Madam Mayor, Delegate Stein. I am Jim Ripkowski, and I'm representing the state partners today. So on behalf of Governor Hogan, Lieutenant Governor Rutherford, and Secretary Scholes of the Maryland Department of Labor, I'm pleased to be standing here as your state partner. I think it's critical, the vision that Mayor Pugh has set out for Baltimore and what Governor Hogan has set out for the state is that we're in this together, and we cannot accomplish any single thing without bringing all the stakeholders to the table, asking for help, and delivering help to any particular project. We've been pleased to be partnered with Civic Works as an agency since 2014 as part of the Earn Maryland program, Employment Advancement Right Now. When given the opportunity to partner with this program, the department eagerly accepted that opportunity and committed our financial resources. However, as I mentioned, our financial resources can only pay for the training. We need other partners. And it's exciting to be here where there are other partners, the City of Baltimore and Public Works providing their expertise, the charitable foundations delivering resources, the business community offering what they bring to the table in terms of the jobs and the projects. Not a single one of us can fund all the different pieces of this, but together, state, local, we can do this and we can really bring it to scale. Mary Keller is our Earn Program Administrator, and she talked about her neighbor's basement flooding when we got here. Water is incredibly nurturing to the earth, to our bodies, but it is also one of the most destructive forces that nature can dish out. So what you gentlemen are really doing is managing what Mother Nature dishes out to us, and it's incredibly important. And in this one project alone, it means so much. So the work that you're doing, getting the paycheck, that's nice for you, nice for your family, but what you're doing for the state and the environment is equally as important and impactful and meaningful for the generations beyond you. So we're bringing a skill to city residents, and they're getting the training they need, and they're getting income. Businesses are getting the skilled workers that they need because there are contracts out there for this type of infrastructure work. We're improving the city's infrastructure, which is very, very much needed for future generations. And ultimately, the projects here are protecting the environment and the Chesapeake Bay, which is critical not just to Baltimore City, but to all Marylanders, and in fact, all United States citizens. So with that, I'm pleased to be here to represent the state partner on behalf of Governor Hogan, Lieutenant Governor Rutherford. We congratulate you, we congratulate the trainees who've earned their certifications, and we look forward to participating in more projects. With that, I'd like to introduce Eli Allen, the Director of the Baltimore Center for Green Careers.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm Eli Allen with Civic Works. I'd like to thank Mayor Pugh, our distinguished guests, and the community partners who are with us today. So Civic Works strengthens Baltimore's communities through education, skills development, and community service. As a core part of our work, we partner with communities to reduce stormwater runoff and prepare city residents for family-sustaining careers. Our community lot team has planted over 26,000 trees in low-income communities and converted 220 vacant lots into community green spaces. And our Baltimore Center for Green Careers provides unemployed and underemployed residents with jobs in the green economy. Since 2003, we have trained over 600 residents for green careers, placing 85% of our participants in family-sustaining jobs. And today, we celebrate an important expansion of our work with the launch of our 3-month stormwater management installation training program. The launch of this training program could not come at a more opportune time, as the stormwater industry is rapidly creating jobs at a growing pace. Stormwater management represents a growing infrastructure priority in Maryland. Across our jurisdictions in the state, we plan to invest over $1 billion in stormwater management improvements over the next 5 years. As we make this investment, we have the opportunity to harness the resulting job growth for the benefit of Baltimore residents who need it the most. The rapid nature of job growth has led to significant skills gaps among our employer partners, with 70% stating that they have difficulty finding qualified workers for their open positions. To harness this opportunity, we have partnered with industry stakeholders to design a high-quality stormwater training program that is the first of its kind in Maryland. This training will meet the workforce needs of employers and serve as an enduring pathway out of poverty for Baltimore City residents. It includes comprehensive case management services, job readiness instruction, industry-recognized credential, hands-on learning, and on-the-job training. The curriculum includes the Clean Water Certificate, which was designed and delivered by the Center for Watershed Protection in partnership with industry employers. It ensures that residents graduate with the qualifications It ensures that residents graduate with the qualifications valued by stormwater companies. To facilitate career advancement, the Clean Water Certificate was also designed to prepare graduates to eventually attain the National Green Infrastructure Certification, which you heard about earlier. It's a credential that has growing importance in helping workers move up the stormwater career ladder. Stormwater jobs represent a unique opportunity. They require workers to have specific knowledge and skills that are accessible through the stormwater training. As a result, graduates are expected to earn family-sustaining wages with opportunities for advancement. At the same time, these jobs are accessible. They do not require high school diploma or GED or previous construction experience. At our training center, we see firsthand how career training can transform communities and people. Each day, Baltimore City residents walk in our doors with the drive and determination to succeed in a career. They merely lack a set of marketable job skills and an employer willing to give them a chance. This training program gives them both. And for our graduates, it's not just a job, but a meaningful career contributing to the improvement of our environment and our community. The launch of the stormwater training represents the culmination of many years of planning and a wide array of incredible partners, more than I can name today. I'd like to thank our partners across all levels of government: the City of Baltimore, Department of Public Works, the Mayor's Office of Employment Development, the Department of Labor, Licensing and Regulation, and the Earn Maryland program. Their leadership, vision, and financial support have allowed us to launch the stormwater training today. I'd also like to thank our other philanthropic partners. This includes the Chesapeake Bay Trust, the Roush Foundation, the Harry and Jeanette Weinberg Foundation, the Annie Casey Foundation, Able Foundation, and the Alvin and Fannie B. Tallheimer Foundation. I'd like to thank our training partner, the Center for Watershed Protection, for their vision and dedication in developing the Clean Water Certificate over the past several years and delivering the certificate to our program participants in the inaugural class a couple months ago. I'd also like to thank their funders, the Franz Marek Foundation and the Keith Campbell Foundation, for their support of this essential curriculum development work. Finally, I'd like to thank our incredible employer partners, Angler Environmental, Ecotone, Environmental Quality Resources, and Stormwater Maintenance and Consulting. And now, I'd like to introduce Sean Williams, one of our inaugural Stormwater Training Program participants, who will share a few words with you. Sean has completed classroom and hands-on training and is currently progressing through on-the-job training with stormwater maintenance and consulting. I'd like to turn it over to Sean Williams.
Thank you, Eli. The most powerful tool you have in your life is your mind. Everything is a mind game. That's why your enemy attacks you with your mind, with stress, with worry, with anger, with low self-esteem, and pettiness, with so much vengeance that he can make us physically sick because our mind is sick. I was one of those guys until I got a new mind, a new perspective on how to handle my life and my circumstances. Giving up is easy. Oh yes, giving up is easy. Oh yes, there's going to be struggles, but there's going to be more opportunities, more blessings, more miracles, and more challenges to make you stronger. That's if your mind ready to give you this victory. So you have to be ready, but even more stronger. I wasn't supposed to become family with Civic Works. I was in jail for my last strike for a handgun charge. I wasn't perfect, but my judge saw that my mind had matured. She gave me a second chance to get a job or to be incarcerated. When I got to City Work and Chris Dews gave an introduction on stormwater, I was determined to soak this knowledge and to become better. I passed every test to become certified in stormwater, but that's from being there on time every day at 7:45. My mind did not let me lose this battle. No, not this one. I learned a lot from my Civic Works family because I let my ears do the talking for me. Civic Works taught me if you get your mind out, you can get your money out. You can get your family out. You can get your job, your career out. And more important, you can get your health out. Only if you get your mind out. No devil in hell, no weapon formed against you can stop you from being free. I look forward to seeing everyone become free. I pray and look forward so that I can work my way up in the stormwater business so one day I can run my own stormwater maintenance business. It's not easy for me right now, but what you expect coming from the ground up. But I know all this sweat, all this time, and all this praying will get me at the top. So meet me there. I enjoy the work I do to keep the Chesapeake Bay clean and to keep the U.S. green. I really do. So what I learned is to take my mind out, to not live with the same attitude as before, and to not let anything hold me back from showing off my victory. Because I refuse to do that, and so should you. And also have a plan B ready for life, because all I want to do is rap and make good music. That's my main focus. But after all this money I put into my music, all the videos I put onto YouTube, all the tears I put into my music, I do not regret coming to Civic Works and being part of this family. So I want to thank you all for listening, and thank Mrs. P personally for giving this city her all. And if you don't think Blessings and Miracles work, look at her leadership and look how far she came. So I'm Sean Williams, and I beg you, please, don't rush up here for a photo. Me and my crew gonna stick around for a while. Thank you.
Sean, let me say thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope you heard earlier, $1 billion is going to be spent in this particular area. $1 billion. And that not only means a job, but as you pointed out, a business. So I implore you all to learn everything you can, do a great job while you're on the job, and I'll meet you at the top. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I'd like everyone to turn their attention over to our stormwater participants. They're going to do a quick demonstration of one of their hands-on learning labs right over there. Perfect.
Hi everybody, I'm Carol. I'm with the Center for Watershed Protection. I'm one of the engineers and instructors for the class. It's been so much fun working with these guys. So I just wanted to show you the prototype that we used for the hands-on training with the class. Oh, and also we wouldn't be here without our funders, France Merrick, Keith Campbell, and Prince Charitable Trust. So we have the guys sort of setting up right there. We use this lab to demonstrate impervious surface and also show them how the water works, and just give them a visualization of what they're building, what they're actually working on. We were able to have them build their own, whether it be a sand filter or a bioreactor, and simulate the water coming down so they can actually see what we're talking about. There was a lot of classroom things, and I think that you can only learn so much looking at a presentation, and the hands-on part was definitely something where they can actually see things happening and see what we're talking about. So Chris is gonna turn on the rain.
That's what you're saying coming through, simulated pervious surface and into the bio.
And we had them build different bioretentions, and this one's one that is not functioning. So if Chris or Sean or Thurman want to explain why it could possibly be not working.
Okay, I'll explain why. As you can see, the riprap is right there, but it's not functioning well because this is filled with clay, and the biomedia soil is not mixed properly, so it's going to just get flooded up.
Yeah, so I think that, when we talk about clay and silt and sand, it's like, okay, what does that mean? But to actually visualize and see that clay compacts and becomes a less pervious surface than we would like it to be, then you can actually understand why sand is important in a bioretention system. So next we have one that's actually working. So that one, the water didn't go through at all. It didn't come out the other end, and it's just ponding. So that's simulating a failed bioretention.
As y'all can see on this one, it's not infiltrating as well because, like I said, because it just got clay in it. So it's just ponding right now, which is not good.
Now this is infiltrating another rain event. From time to time we have, and a rain event consists of just heavy rain on any given day. The water has to go somewhere. The bioretention or retention filter must filter properly to clean it. Because we don't have enough water. We only have 3% of fresh water that we get to use. So we want to use more water. And in this event,
as you can see, it's infiltrating because the bio soil is just
it's beginning to filter.
Basically, this one is better than this one because it's infiltrating.
And it's releasing as it should. It's releasing as it should. It's not cluttered. It's not clogging. It's actually cleansing the water as it's going through.
And I think that being able to visualize this in a smaller capacity is really important, because when you talk about a real one, you don't really see what's underneath the ground and what's happening, but being able to understand how it properly functions when you're in construction, when you're in maintenance, you can understand what needs to be fixed and know, like, if you see clay soils, hey, this might not be a great place, or this might not, you know, when the material come in, you might check the material specs and be like, this isn't right, and it just gives them a more real visualization and knowledge about how they work. And it's just one part of our training of the many days that they spent with us.
This is the proper system of system, which is cash retreat, store release, and it's doing its job.
In many different bioretentions. You have an under drain, or just a simple filtering system that goes from plain soil to sand to something else, that so the water can go through and be cleansed in the process, because you have runoff from streets, different materials that this water has to go through, and you don't want it to end up in the bay, because that's where it's going to end up. Everywhere that the water runs off, it ends up down there somewhere.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you all for the demonstration. So in short, in closing, I want to say, you know, first of all, the soil here is majority clay, right? And then this is ultra urban. We got a lot of paved area. So the previous sort of stance in terms of our stormwater conveyance is to get them into the storm system, get it into the pipe, get it released into the bay, and so on, all that. But the new green infrastructure is about retaining that rainwater, and then allow it the man-made sort of structures to be able to filter the impervious or the imperfect in the water, the silt, the sand, the sediments, and so on, all that, and allow clean water to drain and recharge our groundwater systems. This is open to anyone who is showing interest, and this is at the very sort of what I call the infant stage. The needs are huge, but this certification program, this is really just the beginning as we continue to build additional trainees with certified credentials and so on, all that.
And I think the other thing that was said, this is not I mean, you don't even have to have a high school diploma. I mean, the high school diploma is great, and we encourage people to get them, but this is really about wanting to learn. And because of an opportunity that has presented itself, this opportunity is not just good for Baltimore and Maryland, this is good for the country. Because if you think about what's happening throughout the nation, you know, stormwater drains have to be fixed all across the nation, because one, most of them are old and need to be rebuilt. So this is a great opportunity. Thank you.
Absolutely, and I just want to emphasize what the mayor just said. This certification program is a national certification program. So once you get certified, you literally can go across the country and use that same certification to get the jobs.
Yes, hi, my name is Drexel Taylor, and I'm with the Step Forward program, rehabilitation program. I would like to know, is there a certain age that you can start at, or in that, because this is something I think I would like to get my daughter into as well.
Well, I think certainly the 18 years old and older is the proper age, but we certainly encourage folks to, say, for example, for internships and others, to get exposed to it and start learning young. It's no problem there.
My name is Antoinette Newgarden. I'm the Vice President of Harlem Park West Community Association, and I would specifically like to know, how can I get the application or the resources to disseminate within, our general community meetings, so some of our, citizens can take, advantage of this?
Sure. I mean, I think after the meeting, you can get with Eli, and we can get all the required applications and informations. Okay. All right. Thank you all. You have a great day.